Alright, so one of my Instagram followers, Kirk Fry, contacted me. He actually lives about 15 minutes away from me, and he asked me if I knew how to adjust the blade on a TS55. He's not getting a 90-degree cut when he makes a plunge, so I said sure, bring it on over, and I will do that for you. And I figured since I have his saw, I might as well do a video showing you my process. So, the first thing I'm going to do Alright, so we're at the part of the video that you came to see, and that is to watch me dial in Kirk's blade the way I did my TS75. However, Kirk's saw is a 2015 model, and that may not mean a whole lot to everybody, but I came to find out that his model does not feature this little adjustment screw right there. Models after this one did have it. Let me show you what his has. Absolutely nothing. Nothing to adjust the blade to bring it into true 90. And there's no stop for it either. Now you'll see that the arrow is off a little bit. It's greater than 0 degrees. And what I did was I had my wife help me. And this is how I did my TS75, but I didn't need any help with that. I basically took the square, put it against the blade, and I held the motor housing in a position where there was no light coming through the blade, and my wife locked in the front and rear knobs. We had to do that a few times because when she would lock them in, I would move my hand and the motor would dip a little bit. Once I figured that out, we were able to dial it in so it is as close to 90 as I can get that way. Now I did that on my TS75, absolutely no issues. 2 screws, adjustment screws, there's one there and the other one is right there. And I just loosened the knobs, dialed it in, and locked it, and that thing makes perfect 90-degree cuts. I told Kirk about this, and I suggested to him that he taps that hole right there, and he'll be able to thread in a longer grub screw just to get him by if he ever does want to unlock this and position his blade in a different angle. It'll give him some adjustment, but that's really the best that I could do for him. The first time I undid these knobs, the saw did not drop back. So he had his saw locked in at the -1 degree for I don't know how long. It's actually more than -1 because if this is greater than 0 right now, so it would probably drop down a lot further than maybe 1.5 degrees, maybe 2 degrees. I'm not sure, but he said he could never get a 90-degree cut. So that's probably why. I know it's not the ending you guys were hoping for. Alright, I'm going to call this close enough because I cannot micro adjust that blade. You can see here that there is a very slight gap at the bottom, but if you apply clamping pressure, I'm sure you would be able to close that. And on that note, I'm going to call this video done. I'd like to thank you for watching, and until next time, take care and have a good one.